You're talking about how you're not supposed to eat at McDonald's, and I can't eat at McDonald's anymore.
Don't know. I don't want to know.
I'm so convinced like that they just put like dog food in their food or something. It's just gross. It really is. Like I ate it this morning, and now my stomach has been hurting like since I ate.
Yeah, it's just greasy and.
I used to eat 2 working out every single day.
Oh, that's good. I need to work on that. Okay, 11.1b. We are talking about cross sections, and I wrote there what a cross section is. It's the intersection of a solid and a plane. So it's like taking this figure and then taking a plane and slicing through it. It's whatever the overlap of this plane and this figure would be. So it's like you just take a little slice out of the figure, which is really hard to draw since a plane has no real depth to it. But I'm going to try and draw this as best I can just to kind of represent, yes, it would be a triangle. So if I put a plane through this figure, the overlap is going to be that right there, right? So it's like you took the slice through, and that's what you get. So what would your plane, what would your cross section be in this figure if I went through like this? If I went through, yeah, like sliced it vertically here. It's the square, right? What if it was this way and I cut through?
Rectangle.
Then it's a rectangle. Okay, how about this figure? This is what we drew, right? This is a triangular prism. If I go through this way, it's what? Your cross section.
Cross.
What shape?
Triangle.
A triangle. What if I went through this way? No. Think about like if I sliced it and I opened it up, it'd be a rectangle, right? So like say I just sliced a little piece off here. It would be a rectangle this way. Okay? What would, this is a hexagonal prism. That's what this is called. If I went through vertically, what shape? A rectangle. And depending on where you went through, a smaller rectangle or a bit bigger rectangle, right? If you went right through the middle, that's the biggest rectangle. Close to the front or close to the back would be a smaller rectangle. What if I went horizontally through a hexagonal prism? A hexagon. This one would be a hexagon, this shape. Okay? So that's what a cross section is. So they're going to give you pictures because they don't give you 3-dimensional figures. That would be hard to do. This is like example 4 in the book. So if I give you this, first of all, can you name this figure for me?
Cone.
It's a cone, okay? So if I drew a cross section, put a plane through this cone, what shape would that give me? A triangle. This would be your cross section, right? So your cross section would be a triangle. What if my figure was a cylinder and we went horizontally? It would be a circle, right? I didn't draw that very well. But this would be your cross section. So it would be a circle. Okay? Questions on any of that?
No.
Okay. The only other thing that you have to do then is how you draw a cross section. Typically, we're just going to do this in a cube. So if I give you a cube, this is example 4. No, example 5, sorry. Let's say I give you a cube and I want the cross section with these qualifications. So a vertical plane through the right and left faces. Okay, which way is vertical? This way or this way? Up and down, right? So it's got to be a vertical. Oh, what did I just do? it's got to go through vertically, and it has to go through the right and left faces. So here's the rule. You want parallel lines. So you're going to draw parallel lines that are vertical, one through the right face and one through the left face. And make sure you go all the way top to bottom. So the right face, a vertical line, could be something like this. Okay, so you just draw a vertical line, and then draw one parallel to that on the left face. So the left face would be here, and it really doesn't matter where on the left face because it doesn't specify that. It just says it has to be through the left face. So you draw your vertical lines, and then all you have to do to make the cross section is connect your endpoints. So you're going to connect here, and you're going to connect here, and then you shade that in. So your cross section would look like that. Okay, vertical lines because it's a vertical plane, but parallel lines always. Okay. Okay, so what if this was your cube and I said I want a cross section that goes through the top and front faces? Okay, they don't specify horizontal, vertical, anything like that, but we know we have to go through the top and we have to go through the front. So think about it. Are there parallel lines you could draw through the top and front if you go vertical? Could you make them parallel lines if you go vertically through the top and the front? Could you draw vertical or parallel lines through the top and the front if you go horizontal?
Yes. Wait, no, you have to go vertical. Right?
That's what I want to know. Vertical or horizontal? What could you actually draw parallel lines through the top and front faces?
Horizontal.
It is horizontal. So if you go through the front here, right, you can draw another horizontal line through the top, like that. And now all you have to do is connect the endpoints. So you're going to connect here, and you're going to connect here, and your cross section is actually on like a slant, kind of cuts the corner off a little bit, and that's what it would look like. Does that make sense? It's a parallelogram. It's probably a rectangle, not a triangle. Do you see it?
No.
That's a rectangle, right? Okay, one more. What if I said I want a cross section? Sorry, that's not my best work. That goes through the left and the front faces. Would you go horizontal with that or vertical with that? Through the left and the front. Think about where the left and the front meet. Right? When it was top and front up here, the top and the front meet at this line, which is a horizontal line. Where do the left and front face meet? They meet here, right? Which is a vertical line. So you're gonna go vertical through the left face, vertical through the front face, go edge to edge, make sure you reach the whole way, and then you just connect them. Connect, connect, shade. Okay, rectangle. That's it. That's cross sections. Short and sweet and to the point.